If you don't know me, I'm Firebox, and I have spent over 3,000 hours playing Dark and Darker throughout Steam and the old Blacksmith launcher. I decided that I wanted to put together one last Dark and Darker video to show off my highlights over the last few years that I've had while playing this game. And those of you that have been around for a while, maybe you'll get hit with a little bit of nostalgia, just like I was while I made this video. Thank you all very much for sticking around me for the last few years. And don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I will still be here in the future for more extraction game content. So hopefully, I'll see you there. Enjoy the video. I did put on the new weapon that I got, and I've actually never used it before. So I was kind of just testing out the different attack patterns and what it actually did. Fortunately for me, this guy didn't seem too geared, so for the most part, I could really just overpower him. I popped a blue potion before the fight, and he did not, so the fight was a lot easier than if he had actually used one himself. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to be doing our all or nothing cleric series, but this time we're going to use the magic staff with smite. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds ridiculous. Well, I tell you what, it's not, and I'm going to show you why. Alrighty, so we're going to be here fighting off against a ranger player. We're going to get our buffs off first and foremost to just try to reduce the damage we're going to take and use Holy Strike, because it's a little bit hard as a cleric to close the gap. Rangers are very mobile. Here, I'm trying my best using my head and ducking into the ground to try to avoid arrows as much as possible to reduce damage dealt. Again, because the Rangers are so nimble, it's hard to get in melee, but at this point, I think I'm close enough. I pop my smite ability with my staff, kill him in 2 hits along with the Holy Strikes. Everything ends up working out, and luckily for us, he was really loaded. And we're going to go ahead and purchase this 3 additional magic damage strength amulet. Now, I see this rogue. I'm pre-buffed already. I don't want him to leave. I probably should have Holy Struck him here, but I was afraid he was going to open the door. But again, these rogues just die so fast. They're not resistant to magic at all. And they're just gone, man.
Oh, never mind. Too away from myself.
Watch out. Holy Strike. I got them both. I got them both with that
Nice.
Holy Strike.
Hey, stealth.
Hit the Ranger.
Killed one.
Rangers, he's up there. He's weak.
Bro's taking 3 hits somehow. He's just better. He's literally one.
Hey, my judgment will come back in 10 seconds. It's fine. It's fine.
This is a clown fiesta. We gotta go this good.
If you want to just wait.
I got him.
Oh, you got, okay. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I think those guys were geared.
Yeah, this guy's +3 weapon damage, but that's it.
Yeah, not as geared as I expected, but
Yeah, this guy's geared. Well, he's not geared, but he has like decent pieces.
right.
Added to my sets.
Yeah, I can't really make use of any. Oh. Oh wait.
Oh,
Oh.
we're griefers. We're griefers.
I didn't even realize that the zone was ending.
I didn't have a clue either.
Did we? Dude,
We griefed. Small griefer. Small grief.
I feel so stupid. I didn't even
I don't even want to talk about it.
Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. Today, we're going to be using the most underused item in the entire game, in my opinion, which is the invisibility potions. We use these to great effect on our barbarian, and I also wanted to test out the felling axe as well. Not every kill is an invisibility potion, but we did get quite a few of them, and pretty decent loot. This was after the change, so you can only bring blue items into the normal goblin caves, so most fights are pretty much on even ground. With that said and out of the way, enjoy the video. I have a ridiculous build to show you today, and it's going to involve 6 crossbow fighter. Now I know what you're thinking, I only see 3 crossbows. Well, as we continue playing, I increasingly got more and more crossbows to shoot at enemies without having to reload. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's probably not fair. I'm here to show you the unlimited healing barbarian build. Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. This is the damage a halberd does. Did you know that there is no weak spot for this weapon? It's supposed to have one. If you look to the right hand side, this is from the wiki. It's supposed to have an orange and a red zone, but it doesn't. So right now, you can just deal 100 damage with a standard blue halberd pretty much for free. I want to show you guys some PvP. This weapon is absurd. Iron Mace should probably fix this sometime soon. Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. I have a build that I've been using to share with you today. It involves the hatchet, felling axe with Francisca's, and the Axe Specialization perk. The idea of this is that Franciscas also take advantage of the +3 damage on top of the felling and the hatchet, so I wanted to give all these weapons combined a try. I had some of the most insane PvP I've had in a while. I think the sad thing is that what really makes Axe Specialization so strong is the additional Francisca Axe damage. The meta right now is basically who can deal more damage at range. It feels like I hardly ever get into a true melee fight anymore. Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. I'm here to bring you the race car cleric build, and Iron Mace has graciously brought cleric into the range meta. We finally have throwable torches that proc with smite. I'm gonna show you how to build your kits to deal maximum damage with your torches. Also talk a little bit about the gear and why I think the cloth gear is generally better than the slower, higher PDR gear, specifically for solos. If you really want to optimize smite, your goal is to get +11 magic damage, which is the absolute max that you can get with your build. You can get 2 with your hat piece, 3 with your neck, 2 with your cloak, 2 with your ring, and 2 with your other ring, to equal a total of 11.
When it comes to like random teaming or something like that. If somebody's like wiping the lobby. Yeah, I saw this one guy. He wiped the whole map. Like, there's this one barb that we were playing in a match with, and he wiped like half of us because he was just doing PvP. He was trying to go up, so the whole lobby had to team up to get him because we were trying to go to ruins to crypts to do boss.
Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. I want to talk a little bit about the current teaming epidemic that is plaguing solos, and quite frankly, is kind of ruining the entire experience. Right now, you have a few options when you join a solo game. You can PvP and risk, pretty high risk, get mobbed by the entire lobby, unless you are able to do it in a way where people don't know it was you, or you hide the kill. You're basically playing Among Us, but in Dark and Darker. Or you can opt to join the herd, run to the center, or where you think people are. People start to join together, and it becomes this mob of 3, 5, 7, I've seen upwards of 8 players, and there's really nothing you can do. If you sit there and you try to attack somebody, it is impossible right now to get a fair 1v1 fight in a very large majority of games. Seriously Slopey released a challenge a few days ago now with a total prize pool of $250. I want to briefly go over the rules, and then we're going to go into the matches. In order to successfully complete this challenge, you had to create a level 1 character. If you die, you are dead for good. You are not allowed to be friendly. You can run away from players, but you cannot team. It is solo self-found, so no trading is allowed. I was required to stream the entire thing. I did it right here on my YouTube. The VOD will be in the description in case you missed it and you want to see the full matches in its entirety. Using red portals is perfectly fine, so using it for AP farming and going down deeper to increase your AP is perfectly fine. You can also reset your character to get base items back. So for example, if you were a ranger player, you could reset your character to get your base arrows back. And by the end of 15 matches, I had to get Pathfinder 2 rank and at least 39 plus kills. That said, I ended up completing this challenge on my second attempt, the first one being ripped away from me due to the lantern bug where your right click will work even if you don't press the button. Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. I guess if you're a solo player, we are now forced to play Goblin Caves, and if you play trios, you can't play Frost Mountain. Iron Mace has decided to reintroduce the map rotation. My understanding is they did this because of the lobbies not filling due to player counts, but from a gameplay perspective, this just feels really bad. If you don't know, The rotation now changes on an hour-long basis, meaning that if you want to play a certain map with your party size, for example, if you're a trio and you want to play Frost Mountain, you will have to wait hours, plural, in order to play the map that you personally want. This might even be a worse system than the map rotation that we had prior, because at least you could play the map that you wanted once every hour to hour and a half. But now you could be waiting all day just to play a certain map with your party size, which really doesn't feel great. Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. I have a brand new build for you. I have not seen this before. I am going to bring you 85% PDR fighter. Yeah, in solos. I didn't realize it was possible in solo play. I thought this was more of a team thing. But it turns out, with the marketplace allowing you to build very specific builds, you can actually build 85%. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Talk about our perks, our skills, and the gear required to hit this threshold. For our gear, we're going to be looking for a falchion because this is the best one-handed weapon in the game. It's going to carry you pretty far. I want to bring you the Iron Giant Barbarian build. This currently sits around 60% physical damage reduction and magical damage reduction, meaning that you're kind of like PDR Fighter, but you don't have the magic resist weakness. This build is absolutely insane. At times, I felt like I was invincible. The biggest weakness of this build is probably bards. Had a little bit of trouble, but for the most part, everything went quite well. This is an absolutely broken build, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. You shouldn't have hit me, fighter. That was a misplay. You're not allowed to hit warlocks, didn't you know that? It's like, huge mistake number one. Yeah, warlock class, you have to play around it by only hitting them with ranged weapons. So, yeah, that's a thing. Sorry, man. Oh. Alright. Who said that this build can't beat this other build? Because this guy is supposed to beat me. He has 50% more health, and he is significantly more geared. If I beat this guy, that's insanity. I'm not supposed to beat that guy. He has 50 more health than I do. think this is the juice guy. Yes! 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 Oh my god! Oh, oh. Okay, okay. Gotta heal. Oh, that's annoying. Wow. Okay. I hit the wrong button. I'm glad he wasn't geared. I could always just buy another kit if I need it. Holy crap. What did he have? Did I just get a unique? Death Bloom! Andy, oh, it's Demon's Clay. It's gonna be kind of hard to push him, maybe. That was actually pretty close. I think I whiffed once or twice. He whiffed too, though. It was the angle. Pretty sure that's the legendary geared guy. I think he had me out geared. Funny enough. Well, there it is, boys. Actually, pretty decent gear. Yeah, Loots has been acquired, boys. Oh my god, look at the bow! Jesus, that's expensive. You know how expensive that is? Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. I want to show you the no spell PDR cleric build. I thought this build was not very good, but boy, was I wrong. Just the casual 218. Pretty small. 195 without the buff. You're 100% right. Damn, that's tragic. That's pretty good. Am I just dead? Hatchet meta, baby. Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. As you guys might know, recently we had patch 69, which has supercharged barbarians, made rangers super meta, and I do still see some druids around. I don't really see people talking about them, but I think they're still pretty strong. But the big change that everyone is really talking about is the fact that Squire gear is now roughly the same stats as legendary and unique gear. Yes, you can get random rolls that are technically better, but the reality is the gear is so close in power that loot is very boring right now. I found myself just playing in dungeon, and while I was looting, I would just go, huh. So this white Bardiche with 64 damage, if I were to go to a legendary piece, the fact that I can see legendaries and go, oh, that is actually just worse than my Squire gear is really silly. I think patch 68 was one of the best patches I've seen in Dark and Darker in a long time, and 69 feels like a very big downgrade because the fun factor just isn't really there. Whenever I see higher tier weapons and armor, I just kind of look at and go, like it's not really a big deal. Like my Squire gear is fine. Yeah, you can get a little bit of benefits, a little bit of upgrades, but ultimately seeing gear that drops from high-end bosses and things of that nature, and then seeing them just be outclassed by my stupid Squire poor or common grade items just feels really dumb. Whoever asked me if I can kill barbs, I hope that answers your question. This build is absolutely capable of beating barbs. I want to show you what I think is currently the strongest wizard build for High Roller. Now, before I get started, I need you to understand that there are different gear score brackets in the game right now. So in case you don't know, normal mode has 3 different gear brackets, 24 and under, 25 to 124, and 125 plus. High Roller has 2 brackets, 125 to 224, and then 225 plus. Whee! Isn't this fun? Are you having fun yet, fighter? door has to be open, right? We could try to push this guy with your forceful shot. Here, go. I'm gonna invis you. Go, 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 go. Oh, I didn't. Go, 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 go.
Warlock dead. Warlock dead.
Oh, I just I hit my hand.
Hit him. Nice, bro.
Dude, that ignite was actually pretty good for you. That was actually pretty sick. Can you cover me while I can't fire?
Yeah, go for it, go for it.
Did you know that Iron Mace is planning to remove solos and duos from High Roller sometime in the near future? This means that you will no longer be able to play outside of a trio, or at least against other trios, if you want to play with any amount of gear because of how the current gear system works. I have kind of an unfortunate situation to share with you that Iron Mace has decided to add pay to win to Dark and Darker, or at the very least pay for advantage. And per SDF, he says that if something pay to win happens in this game, to criticize us harshly, we'll definitely listen to the players. It's his words. It's time to make a little bit of a rant video about this DLC. Let's go ahead and get started. Now you might be wondering, what is this seasonal pack? It's going to be a $9, you call it a battle pass, where every single season it's going to wipe, and it's going to give you a seasonal shared stash tab, a seasonal character slot, seasonal marketplace listings, an extra 10, 5 gold coin bags that are not tradable. It's going to give you bandages, healing pots, protection pots, magic protection pots, and lockpicks. I made a video a while back about SDF talking about removing solos and duos from the game, and I got a surprising amount of messages telling me that I was clickbaiting, that SDF would never remove solos and duos from the game, that there's no proof. You know, I got all this stuff. And, well, here we are. Fast forward, and it has finally happened. Solos and duos has been removed from the game unless you play specifically High Roller Dungeons, which has no gear maximums. You can no longer play normals as a solo or a duo in any map in the game. I have some unfortunate news. SDF has confirmed that solos and duos will be removed officially when adventure rank ends for the season. We have more information to share. Did you know that Iron Mace wants to remove PvE mode from Dark and Darker? Probably sometime at the end or next season. The entire season that was made for PvE mode, or known as adventure mode, which is the no PvP, is no longer going to exist. So at the end of this season, not only are we deleting solos, are we deleting duos, but we're also going to remove everybody's PvE. So none of the players that came to this season for PvE mode are going to be able to play that anymore. Pretty crazy. Honestly, if you told me this yesterday, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have told you that SDF is crazy, but he's not that crazy to make an entire season based around something that is going to remove the very next season. Hey guys, if you made it to the end of the video, just know that I appreciate you, and I'm very glad that I've been here over the last few years to create Dark and Darker content, even though SDF is taking Dark and Darker into a direction that I don't agree with. I still appreciate the time that I had with this game over the last couple years. And, you know, it's sad, you know, that I have to move on, but I just don't really see Dark and Darker going into a direction that's going to really benefit me or my channel. Most of Dark and Darker at this point is more frustrating than anything else. and the removal of solos is really the nail in the coffin. So unless there is some crazy thing that happens, and maybe solos doesn't get removed, or we get some good patches that draws me back, this is probably goodbye for my Dark and Darker content. Don't worry, I will still be here. There are tons of extraction games coming out this year. I made a video recently on that, so you can watch that if you like. But yeah, there's so much stuff that I can do, even just the next few weeks alone for playtesting, that I'm sure we will be able to move on. But just know, I will always remember Dark and Darker, and thank you for being here. Hopefully I'll see you guys for my future content. I might still cover some dad information here and there to keep the people that still care in the loop, whether that be big Dark and Darker news or some crazy thing that STF decides to do. But as far as gaming content on my channel, it is very unlikely that I'll still be making any PvP montages or really anything like that anymore. So, thank you all, and have a great rest of your day. See ya.